Hi students, let us go to our new class of MOS. Our today's topic is European science in the Middle Age. Once again, European science in the Middle Age. Okay students, let us go through it. First, we wish to know about Middle Age. What is Middle Age? The Middle Age was the period of European history between 500 AD and 1500 AD. Other name for this period include the Dark Age and the Age of Religion. The most common name for the period is medieval period. Once again, the most common name for this Middle Age is medieval period. Medieval is the Latin term for the Middle Age. When the Middle Age start or the medieval period begins. Okay, let us go through it. The Middle Age begins with the fall of Roman Empire in 476. The Roman had ruled provinces in Europe, the Middle East and the North Africa for nearly 1,000 years. Challenges to Roman security increased during the first century as tribes from Germania began to confront the Romans. I again tell you, the Middle Age began with the fall of Roman Empire in 476. That is the time period where the Middle Age starts. Let us see an empire of a medieval period in Europe. His name is Charlemagne, or he is known as Charles the Great. He was a medieval emperor who ruled much of the Western Europe. During the 9th century, Western Europeans tried to systemize education. This period was known as the Carolingian Renaissance. That means a program of cultural revitalization and educational reform. He ordered the translation of many Latin texts and promoted astronomy, a field that he loved to study. Charlemagne's teaching were extremely important and they need to do something in order to educate both themselves and society as a whole. Next one is High Middle Ages. The period start from 1000 AD to 1300 AD. It is this period is called High Middle Ages or High Medieval period. In this period, so many medieval universities were started, and they started a new infrastructure which was needed for the scientific communities, and they translate ancient learning in Greek and Arabic text into Latin. These are the main features of or the incident that happened in the High Middle Age or the High Medieval period. Roger Bacon, a European scientist, is called the shining light of science in the medieval society. He made a major contribution in the medieval Europe by writing to the Pope to encourage the study of natural science in the university courses. He described the method of observation, prediction, and experimentation, also adding that results should be independently verified, documenting his results in fine details so that others might repeat the experiment. He is a scientist in the medieval period. Next ages are the late Middle Age or the late medieval period. It's from 1300 AD to 1500 AD. Here in this slide, I listed the three names of scientists from Europe and the contributions. And the other terrific problem or the main terrific problem that occurs in the medieval society or the Middle Age is the Black Death. Black Death is also known as the destroyer of medieval society. In the 14th century, plague known as Black Death is thought to have killed up to 60% of the population in part of Europe. Death of many prominent officials caused social and political upheavals. Now we are familiar a word that is quarantine. The 4th century plague is thought to have killed up to 60% of the population in the part of Europe. That time they start quarantine. Initially a 40-day period, the quarantine was introduced by the Republic of Ragusa to prevent the spreading of disease like the Black Death. When Venice began quarantines, then the practice spread around in Europe. Renaissance. In the previous slide, I mentioned Renaissance. It means rebirth. The period in European civilization immediately following the Middle Age. Many historians assess that it started earlier or ended later, depending on the country. The Renaissance is most closely associated with Italy, where it began in the 14th century. Through countries such as Germany, England, and France went through many of the same cultural change and phenomena. Here I listed a few inventions that happened in the medieval period. One is clock. First one is hourglass clock. Hourglass means a dependable, affordable, and accurate measure of time. Hourglass are a medieval innovation first documented in Siena, Italy. Next, mechanical clock. A European innovation, this weight-driven clock were used primarily in clock towers. And the medieval inventions in agriculture are heavy puff, horse collar, horseshoes, etc. Thank you everyone for watching this video.